I did want to mention this Joaquin Buckley thing. I was a little surprised to hear this, just because I know he's from Missouri, and so I knew obviously you knew about him. But where did this sort of start and come from for people who might not know?
First of all, it starts years ago. He's notorious around here for calling out people like 2 and 3 weight classes below him, which to me is just such a bitch move. It, I just don't have a lot of respect for people that do that. I don't see him calling out heavyweights. You know what I mean? Like I don't see heavyweights calling him out. Like would you take a fight at heavyweight? Like he's called a bunch of people out from my gym. Like Trey, he's called Trey Ogden out a couple times. Like, dude, you're a middleweight calling out a lightweight. Like what? You know what I mean? Like, and then it's always like, oh, you're a pussy if you don't go up. You fought at welterweight before. Yeah, but that doesn't make you. And he's like, I fought at welterweight. Yeah, 4 years ago. You know what I mean? Like it's just stupid. So that already gives me a bad taste in my mouth when he does that. But like I've literally never heard a good word about the dude. Like he's been kicked out of every gym in St. Louis because all he wants to do is fight people. He's not a good training partner. He's not out to help anybody. He's just out for himself and he just wants to fight people. So he hit me up and says, basically saying like, I don't want to come train. I want to come spar. And I said, that's just not how it works here at my spot, man. He's like, well, how does it work? I said, well, like you're either on my team or you're not. Like you hit me up. I don't need any extra guys. We had 35 people on the mat this morning at 10 a.m. So like you obviously need me, not the other way around. And he starts running his mouth talking about how it's obvious that I would beat you and your boys up. I said, dude, I've been in the UFC longer than you've been fighting, man. Like, get out of here, miss me with that shit. Like, I ain't afraid of you. Like, I'll go up, I'll fight him tomorrow. Like, I don't. Like he's got a cool kick, no doubt. Kick was amazing. I'm not gonna take anything away from it, but like if that dude thinks for 1 second that I'm scared of him at all, he has got another thing coming. So. I don't have a lot of respect for him. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, he's not trying to learn. He just wants to fight people. Like, cool, that's fine. Go do that shit somewhere else. Like, that's not what I'm doing here. And like, if we're talking about track record, that dude has, one cool kick. That's the only thing he's ever done with his MMA career. So I think my track record of what we're doing here is proven. I think it's working. I mean, I think it's hard to deny that the year that we've had in 2020. And I realize it goes like this. We're riding the high right now. I know it'll come back down. That's fine, but I feel like what we're doing is working. I feel like we've proven that, and I don't need to explain it to some fucking guy that just got in the UFC.
Fair enough. I mean, this would be like an intriguing fight, but obviously there's no incentive for you to fight him because you have a ton of
Oh,
fights in
I'll
the
fight
UFC.
that dude. Send the fucking contract. I'll fight him. I'm not afraid of that
Well, no,
dude.
no, it's,
Listen,
it's, it's not an issue of being afraid. I mean, we all know
yeah,
that, but I'm just saying that, like, for you to move up to middleweight, because I don't think he'd come down, right? I know he used to fight at welterweight. He
oh,
fought Logan Storley in
yeah. Well, why
Bellator.
don't meet me halfway? You know what I mean? Like I'm not, dude.
So catchweight
Whatever.
fight then, yeah.
Yeah, whatever, man. Like it doesn't matter to me. If you want to fight me, I'm not hard to find. You know what I mean? Like that's the reality of it. I listen. I could give a shit less. I don't have any like. It's not like I'm holding on to this. The only reason I'm answering is because everybody keeps asking me about it. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like I don't like his attitude. I don't like the way he approaches the game, and I don't want him on my team. Like, and this was before the
Yeah,
kick
no,
and all
no,
that
this is
bullshit. You
well
know what I mean?
before
Like
all that, yeah.
this isn't like people are like, oh, he's clout chasing, dude. This was fucking before this. Like I've never liked the dude. And I'm not. You know what I mean? Like if it was cloud chasing, I would hit him up after and be like, "Oh, dude, nice kick." But no, you don't see me doing that shit. Like I don't need the dude on my team. He reached out to me, not the other way around. So uh, I don't want that culture in my gym, and I don't want the bad attitude. I don't, you know what I mean? Like it's a selfish attitude. It's not a learning attitude. I don't want that. I've kicked other people out besides him before. I've kicked people out of my gym for that shit. I just don't need it, man. I don't need it. I don't want it. It's not what my team's about. And it's not maybe that's what another team is and he can go there, but he ain't coming to my gym.
Yeah, and I think talking to any of your fighters or anyone that trains with you, they, just raving reviews. So obviously this is something that, if he's getting kicked out of gyms, it's obviously on his end. I will say this though, you're a businessman. I mean, one of the things that we often talk about is how, you're always thinking about, what is the best situation for you, whether it's something outside the cage and, in business, or if it's taking a fight itself, like you said with the Silva fight, it made sense for you to take that. Do you not think that if you were to fight Buckley now, financially, it would be probably this incentive would be there just because of the fact he's got this viral KO? A lot of people would want to see his next fight.
The contract is the same to me. To
Okay.
me, dude, this is the thing. This is the thing is like what you just said is the problem with most kids is like this don't fucking matter to me about what's right, what's wrong, career moves. Like if you want to fight me, holler. I'm not hard to find. You know what I mean? Like I think I've shown that I'll fight anybody on minimal time. Like you know what I mean? Like, what does it make sense for me to fight him? No. Does a lot of this shit that I do, does it make sense for me to take a fight that on 13 days notice against a guy that's never been beat in the UFC? Probably not, but I did it anyway. Does it make sense for me to take a 24-hour notice fight against Trevin Dials at 185? No, but I did it anyway. I don't give a shit. Like, that's the difference is people think I you know what I mean? Like, it's not about that to me. It goes way deeper than that. So, like, it's honestly not an issue to me. I don't like the dude. He doesn't like me. Cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's not people are making it out to be like it's something. It's not a thing. I just don't want the dude in my gym. And he won't be in my gym. And that's just what it is. You know what I mean? Like, if he has a problem with it, I don't know what to tell the dude. You know, I'm sorry. It is what it is, man. Like, I don't, like I said, it doesn't matter to me. Like, if they want to set the fight, we can make the fight happen. My contract's the same no matter what, if I fight Buckley or if I fight somebody else. You know what I mean? They're not paying me more to fight this kid with one fight or two fights in the UFC.